guys, this is Heidi with Kiddos Corral, and this is another Sunday Simple Supper. And I want to share with you guys a highly requested recipe for my sweet and sour chicken. There has been people that have seen me show that we're having sweet and sour chicken for dinner, and it is shown on my, what's for dinner videos, and everybody says, how do you make your sweet and sour chicken? So I want to share that with you guys because that is what we're having for supper tonight, and I thought there is no time like the present. So what I have right now is just a frying pan. It's rather large because you're going to put a lot of stuff in here. I do about 3 to 4 tablespoons of olive oil in the bottom of the pan. And I want to go ahead and get this getting hot. And then I have some freshly minced garlic. And I'm going to throw in a nice good, tablespoon and a half of that. And I have 1 whole bell pepper that I want to throw in here. And usually I would put in 1 onion, but I am having somebody for dinner that doesn't prefer onion. So for the onion flavor, I'm just going to add just a sprinkle of minced onion. So what you want to do is you want to let this, kind of incorporate itself and start cooking, and then I'll come back and I'll show you the next step. Okay, now that it's starting to cook, as you can hear it sizzling, I'm going to turn the heat down just a speck. I went ahead and I cut up my 5 chicken breasts. I did it this morning actually. And they've just been awaiting me in the refrigerator, and I just cubed them in about 1-inch cubes. And I'm going to have to wash my hands once I get done putting my chicken in here. I just want to quickly add all of my chicken to the skillet. And I do a chicken breast per person in my household because I have guys and they are big eaters and want to make sure that they get fed. So if you have more than 5, I would say you're probably going to have to maybe double this or add more. And this chicken kind of cooks down anyway, so it looks like a lot right now, but it'll actually cook down. Okay, so I've got my chicken added, and I'm going to, while my chicken is cooking, I want to go ahead and I want to get my rice going. Now, I usually serve this over brown rice, but I'm out of brown rice this week, so I'm just going to serve it over white rice. And you just kind of want to move your chicken around so that it gets done evenly. Get it combined with the onion and the pepper. And I'm just going to put a lid on this and let this cook until the chicken is all done all the way through. And I will come back and show you what the next step is once the chicken gets done. Okay, so I'm just checking on my chicken, and it isn't quite finished yet. But I gave it a nice stir, and now I'm just going to add some fresh black pepper to this. And then I'm going to add a little bit of sea salt. And then I'm just going to put the lid back on it, and I'm going to just let it cook until the chicken gets done all the way. And my rice is back here on the stove cooking away. And so I will check back here in a moment and show you what is next as soon as the chicken gets completely done through. Okay, let's get cooking good looking. So my chicken is, if it's not done, it is so very close. I'm going to turn the heat down just a speck. So I don't really have necessarily a recipe for the sauce for this, so I'm just going to tell you what I add to this. So the first thing that I add to my recipe is about a cup of ketchup. I'm going to say for this amount of chicken, maybe a cup and a quarter of ketchup. Then I add about 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. And don't worry, I turned the heat down. It's just really cooking right now. And then I add about 3 tablespoons of honey. This gives it that sweetness that you want. And what I do is I just go ahead and I stir that in. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. My phone buzzed, and I'm going to try to fix my tripod a little bit here for you guys. The art of perfection with 3 kids, the phone ringing, and if you hear whimpering, my dog is actually asleep on the floor, and he is having a dream. And I think he's probably chasing something because he's going, You guys probably think I am losing it. Okay, so I have a can, a large can of pineapple chunks. Now, if you don't think that you would like pineapple chunks in this recipe, just leave it out. But as for me and my family, I add it because we love it. So I add an entire can of pineapple chunks, or if you have those pineapple tibbets, you can add that as well. Now, this is the thing. If you don't feel that your sauce is thick enough by the time everything gets all good and combined and cooked together, you can add a little bit of flour and maneuver it in your sauce. You know, I take a little bit of sauce out of here, I put it in a cup, I add about a tablespoon of flour, and I take a whisk or a fork and I make sure it's good and combined, because you don't want flour all distributed through here. It would be really blocky. I don't know how to explain, just it would not be good. So what I do is I just make sure that I cook this long enough, and it seems like when it's good and cooked up, the sauce is thick enough for me. But if you want it thicker, you can add a little bit of flour and it will thicken the sauce. So I'm going to put the lid back on here, and I'm going to let this cook another 10 minutes on medium heat. You just want it to lightly simmer because everything is pretty well done. You just want everything to combine together and be very, very yummy when you serve it on top of your rice. So I'm just going to leave it on medium heat and let it do its business, and I will be back in a minute. Okay, so I thought I'd bring the camera over here and show you guys what it looks like in the pan, kind of close up. But this is your sweet and sour chicken all done, and my rice is all cooked up, and I'll show you what it looks like plated up. But I wish I could send you guys the smell, because it smells heavenly. Also too, I just want to add this. If you, and I put a little bit of black, after I stirred it, after the timer is actually going to go off here in 3 seconds. But if, actually 3 minutes, excuse me. But once I took the lid off of it and I stirred it really well, I added a little bit of extra black pepper. But if you guys want your sweet and sour chicken to be on the spicy side, add some sriracha, like about a tablespoon or so, and taste it and see how hot you want it. But I use sriracha on mine. I don't actually put it in the recipe because everybody doesn't have the same taste buds as I do, because I like my stuff flaming hot, but they may not. So I will show you what this looks like all plated up. Okay guys, this is what dinner looks like all served up. It's absolutely delicious. I hope you guys enjoyed the Sunday Simple Supper. Let me know if you like sweet and sour chicken. I absolutely love it. I love the fact that it is super simple to make, and it is very filling, and it fills my guys up, and my family is happy. So I hope you guys are having a great Sunday, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye-bye.